Next is we have the regressor only protects me. So here is the setup. Humanity has been marked as a threat to the universe balance. The solution? Throw us into a survival game. Yeah, literal life or death monitored by some godlike universal admins. Jai Yu Jin. He gets sent back in time right before everything hits the fan. But here is the twist. Instead of trying to become the hero himself, Jai Yu realizes he's not the one who can save humanity. The title belongs to Seon Kang, a total monster of a character when it comes to combat and tactics. So, what does Jai Yu do? He dedicates his entire second chance to protecting her. Yup, the regressor isn't the strongest, but he is the smartest and he'll make sure nothing gets in Seon's way, even if it kills him. If you're tired of the usual solo carry MCs and want a story with genuine teamwork and sacrifice, you will want to check this one out. Moving on, we have the strongest tamer return from another world with his childhood friend as his familiar. Imagine saving a fantasy world with a childhood friend, finally getting back home like phew, normal life again. And boom, Earth went full RPG mode. Dungeons, monsters, everyone waking up with skills like it's a battle royale. Yeah, home is now the real battleground. Wataru, the cold-blooded tamer with god-tier composer, and Rumi, his childhood friend turned familiar, who may or may not be one tail wag away from calling him Master Daddy. Now, we are not judging. Now, they are back, but they are OP as hell. Synced like a co-op final boss team and basically mowing through the chaos like it's tutorial mode. But here is the kicker. What happens when love, loyalty, and world-saving power all gets tangled up? The art is clean AF. The power dynamics are the chef's kiss. And the chemistry, yeah, is getting dangerously close to fanfic fuel. So, you in or now? Next is we have the Dark Mage. I am the only Transcendent mage who regressed with cheat skills. If you're tired of basic overpowered MCs who get everything handed to them, meet Kurosaki Rai, the dude who literally got called colorless, which is basically fantasy world slang for trash. His brother is out there living the dream as the Purple King, while Rai is just grinding the dirt. But when the world is about to get wrecked by the god of time and space, yeah, that overkill, Rai finally awakens a wild skill Drain, and straight up steals the god's powers with no cap. Then, he rewinds time, whole life reset. Now, he's back with all the knowledge, cheat skills, and got zero patience for loss. The art is clean and dramatic. The energy is on the dog revenge arc meets time travel domination. So, ask yourself, what would you do if you could reset your life? But this time, you are built different. This ain't just an OP MC, it's revenge, it's redemption, and pure magic hit. So, tap it in. Next is we have the Dark Swordsman returns. Alright, you know the trope. Guy dies, gets sent back, and this time he's ready to wreck everything. But the Dark Swordsman returns, it's different. Greylee, just a nobody on the battlefield, until he literally gets impaled through the chest and still doesn't die. Everyone else, the Sword Sent, the Divine Archer, the Great Sage, gone. Humanity's last hope is crushed. But just when you think it's game over, Kronos, the literal god of time, hits rewind, handing Grey a power-up and a second shot at life. The twist is he wakes up in his hometown years before everything went to hell. This time, Grey is not just gonna survive, he is going to outshine the legends who once stood above him. And with the memories of the future burned into his brain, he's basically got a cheat sheet to power, betrayal, and war. If you love MCs that go from Forgotten Loser to timeline-bending God Slayer, then this one is for you. Think solo leveling meets time travel revenge, but darker, grittier, and with a serious god complex brewing. Moving on, we have the evil alchemist can handle his own experiment. Next up is a wild one with a name that kinda tells you everything. The evil alchemist can't handle his own experiment. Here is this mad genius alchemist named Isao Persirad, who creates a powerful experimental subject that is supposed to help him take over the world. Sounds like classic villain vibes, right? But here is the twist. Fast forward a few years and our guy is not ruling the world. He's shying in defeat and saying a high-risk experimental subject is meant to conquer the world, not become become my wife. Yep, turns out the experiment he created got way out of hand in more ways than one. We are talking overpowered, chaotic, and now she is the biggest weakness. This story blends action, dark humor, and romance in the most unexpected way. If you like OP characters and mad scientists who lose control of their own creations, then this one is your hidden gem. Next is we have Writer's Legacy. In a world where writers hold unimaginable power, summoning creatures, altering reality, and bending the rules of existence through the stories they write, Ji-sung is just a lowly E-rank nobody. But everything changes when he learns he is the hidden heir to one of the most legendary writers in the history. Now, armed with a mysterious power and hunted by those who fear what he could become, Ji-sung must fight to survive, uncover his lineage, and maybe rewrite the fate of the entire world. The concept? Fire. The execution? Bit me. And while the idea of magic authors is sick, the characters feel kinda flat, and the pacing stumbles. But if you're desperate for a hidden power MC rising against the world story, it might be worth a peek. Otherwise, you have got better choices. Next is we have the hated Black Mage returns. Betrayed, killed, forgotten. Kai, a so-called incompetent black mage, is stabbed in the back by his own brother, the famed hero Ares, and loses everything including the woman he loved, the Saint Colette. But fate has a twisted sense of justice. Kai wakes up 5 years in the past right before he is publicly humiliated during the class revelation ceremony. This time he's got one thing the world doesn't expect, the forbidden power of a level 999 dark mage. Now, it's a payback time. He will take down the brave hero, reclaim Colette, and rise as the most feared and unstoppable magic user the kingdom has ever seen. Revenge is not just personal, it's legendary. Moving on, we have the Necromancer family's young heir. Leon von Marbas was born with a silver spoon, dipped in blood. This guy is the heir of a legendary Necromancer clan, and yeah, that sounds cool, until he's literally forced to execute his own dad because some rival family pulls the strings. Brutal, right? Now he's a teenager suddenly in charge of a crumbling legacy, with enemies waiting to tear his family apart from both inside and out. And just when you think he's done for, he pulls the ultimate move, striking a deal with the demon Marbas, the OG Necromancer behind his family's powers. This isn't your basic revenge story. Leon is cold, calculated, and you know what? He doesn't just want to survive, he wants to rebuild an empire of the undead. And the way he starts turning the tables, straight up savage. If you love watching an underdog go full OP with dark magic, big brain plays, and no time for mercy, then this one is a must-read. And finally, we have Unrivaled Spear Demon. Suchi, a seasoned soldier haunted by the grudges of those he killed, meets his end on the battlefield, only to awaken in his younger self's body, armed with all his memories. Returning to the past as an inexperienced errand boy, Suji's mission is clear: rewrite his fate. He remembers Kyo-Ayo, his trusted comrade and survivor from his past life, and vows to protect her this time around. Instead of the strong woman he once knew, he finds a cheerful, petite girl, her life shattered by false rumors and tragedy. Determined to change her destiny and repay her kindness, Suji wields his spear with unmatched resolve. Now, reborn with the heart of a warrior and the spirit of a demon, he rises as the Unrivaled Spear Demon, ready to dominate every battlefield. Next one is World's Strongest Survivor. Jin Xion, a discharged military man turned casual gamer, suddenly finds himself thrown into the brutal world of Cloyd survival, a deadly realm filled with legendary martial artists, ruthless kings from the other worlds, and deadly killers. This world isn't for the faint of heart. It's a ruthless battleground where only the strongest or the smartest can hope to survive. But Jin Xion has one clear goal, not just to survive, but to rise all the way to the top 10. Blending real-world combat experience with the gamer's mindset, Jin Xiaowun's journey is all about outlasting the unimaginable monsters and opponents that roam this harsh world. If you love stories about underdogs using skill and strategy conquer overwhelming odds, World's Strongest Survivor delivers exactly that.